Guys, it's been a weird year. I just got bored of a city I formerly fell in love with that totally gets a bad rep, but has a beautiful university. Well, I'm all about inner beauty. And left the dorm that I loved more than Raid Shadow Legends. God, even the washing room was fancy in this one. I decided to go to a completely different city in a completely different country, and that city was, of course, Budapest. So here I was expecting to have the time of my life, right? This was supposed to be my defining semester. But in reality, it all felt just a little bit different. The LT University. Not elite university, even though I kind of wish it was. That would have been pretty fancy. But no, it's just LT University. It's the university I expect most Erasmus students will go to. And even though it's not the fanciest, that's reserved for like the Corvinus University, I think it's still gonna probably give you the best experience for an Erasmus student. And honestly, I loved it. Everything was new and shiny, at least in the economics faculty, and they took real good care of all Erasmus students. So, in short, I mean, you really don't have anything to worry about. And they have pretty good English too. And then the opening week starts, which is really just a week of day events and day drinking, and of course, partying at night. It's pretty exhausting, to be honest. Almost feels like a 60-hour work week. But look, it's really fun. I mentioned it in my tips video you should know before coming here. This is probably the most important week of the entire semester. I mean, I know it was for me because that's basically where I got all my friends. So, no pressure. Look, you're still gonna find friends afterward, right? But it's just gonna be a lot harder, right? Because all the good-looking, smart, and interesting people are all gonna be taken. So up until now in Budapest, you've only seen other Erasmus people, right? But when you go to university, they just kind of like toss you into the regular courses. So you'll meet a lot of like Hungarians, like native speaker Hungarians, which sounds pretty exciting at first. Until you realize they probably see about a gazillion Erasmus students every year. You know, since Budapest is such a popular destination for Erasmus students, they're not really that excited about you personally. Sorry to break it to you, but that's just how it is. So first day I sat next to a Hungarian girl and was thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna fall in love. We're gonna buy a house, have 6 kids, get 3 dogs, get a loan from a bank, have interest rates that are way too high. She's gonna say, why do you let the banks rip you off? You say, hey, it's all fine as long as we are together. She says, you're not earning nearly enough. I say, I'm picking up another job. She says, I don't even see you anymore. I say, why do you keep yelling? I'm doing this all for you. She says, I'm leaving you and taking the kids. I say, okay, take the kids, but I'm to have the dogs on mine. And then she says, well, nothing. Because I didn't even talk to her and I was just awkwardly looking at my notebook. And then I asked her politely if I could borrow a pen and she says, yeah, sure. That was the interaction, which should repeat itself about 20 more times. What I'm trying to say is that you live in a bubble, right? In an Erasmus bubble. And all the other people you talk to are usually other Erasmus students. Which was kind of disappointing to me because I wanted the Budapest experience and not just the Erasmus experience. Which was nice, but you know, kind of felt not super genuine. Alright, confession time. I thought it would be like a piece of cake that I just like braced through, but that wasn't the case at all, right? I thought it was gonna be like, they're gonna make it super easy for Erasmus students so we can do what we're actually here for, which is party our balls off and then occasionally take a test. We wrote a test every single week. And well, this was bad. This meant I had to make some very hard decisions. Either live the life you've imagined, drinking yourself half to death, waking up on the side of the streets and failing terrible on all the tests, or be a good student and commit the cardinal sin. Skipping the Erasmus parties. Okay, as it turned out, those weekly tests aren't super hard, but in hindsight, I definitely skipped way too many parties, which, man. What up, nerd? Are you ready to party or what? Nah, man, I gotta study. Sorry, bro. What are you talking? What's studying, man? Dude, are you here for studying or for Erasmus parties, bro? Dude, the boys are waiting outside, man. Come on. Yes, for like this test I'm writing this week. Fucking hell, man.
Okay, let me get technical for a second. I signed into 5 courses, and you can decide for every course whether you want to write a big exam at the end or write 2 to 3 small exams during the semester. That means that instead of the entire course being examined in one big exam, you'll have like smaller tidbits every 1 or 2 weeks that are way easier.
But the problem is that man, it adds up.
And you'll have the stress of passing the test every week. And if you're an overthinker like me, you'll be stressed. And skip the parties.
Never skip the parties. So I'd recommend, and this may be controversial, to not do the short exams and most of the time take the big ones. If you're a baller, don't do any of the small exams at all and just do the big ones. So for Erasmus students, there are like 2 organizations that should be important. So one is called ESN, which is from the Aalto University. It's a non-profit and they organize a couple of events every month, usually for free, which are nice. But the other one is called ELB, which are for-profit. They make events that are a little bit bigger and definitely a lot more effort put into it. They usually do like events every day, usually not for free, but I mean, pretty damn cheap though. It's usually like 5 to 7 euros, unless it's like a big event like going to a different country, which will be like roughly 100 to 200 euros, which is still pretty damn cheap. So you should definitely take a look.
In my experience, they can be pretty damn good, like when I went to Lille Forêt with them. But sometimes the events also kind of suck.
Like for example, a friend of mine, she went to something called Lake Balaton, it was like an event, and they promised a fancy hotel and red wine all inclusive. And what they got was a pretty cheap rundown hotel and probably the cheapest wine they could afford, because from what I've heard, the wine was pretty.
So they're a little bit hit and miss. You also kind of have to look at the price and what they promise, and if they don't match, it might be. But hey, because there's so many cool people going, most of them are gonna have a good time anyway. So in mid-December, basically everything comes to a screeching halt. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is happening.
ELB is going into deep sleep, ESN they're like on vacation or something, and all your friends, without exception, are going home to their families on Christmas for 2 or 3 weeks. What are you doing for 2 or 3 weeks? What the fuck? Are you walking there? Is everyone walking to Germany or Spain?
So I did the most terrible, inexcusable, the absolute most despicable thing there is. I went home as well. Better be lonely in Germany where I can stuff my face with sauerkraut and bratwurst than being lonely in Budapest, am I right, guys?
Alright, I'm in the quiet section of the train right now. And I'm going home after 3.5 months in Budapest for Christmas feels weird. You know, just a few days ago you were partying with your Erasmus friends, and now you're on your trip home to unwind.
But going back felt like such a waste. Especially since I was sick for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. In Germany, after a few days, I just felt kind of bored, like I was indeed wasting my time. So, I did something about it. I decided to plan out a meticulous plan of what I will do once I'm back in Budapest. I planned out every single day, every single hour. Nothing will be between me and my perfect experience of Budapest anymore. So I booked the flight in such a way that I could celebrate New Year's Eve in Budapest with my favorite group of friends and the girl I had a crush on. I mean, she remembered my name and everything, so things were getting pretty serious.
That's our last party.
No. Let's open some wine. Yes, we're waiting for this.
So we were having pre-drinks at my place. We went from club to club. We were having a great time. And yeah, we kind of celebrated through the entire night. It was a little cold and I drank a lot and then some more. And I didn't really sleep well at all. And I'll be honest here, it's been a while since my peak party years, so, well, yeah, my body didn't handle that well at all. Next morning, I had a 40-degree fever and was bedridden for like 2 weeks. I also had like COVID 2 months prior, so I lost 4 weeks total because of sickness. It was now January 15th and I had 2 weeks left my semester. The meticulous plan I had made, getting married, having 6 kids, becoming president of Hungary, gone. So I scratched everything that wasn't interesting enough or too time consuming and also too expensive since I was kind of struggling with money at that point, and just focused on the things I absolutely had to do and reserved some time to just enjoy life in Budapest.
So, my Russian friends are going to do some pancakes with me today, and they're coming at 5. It's about 4:30, so I have about 30 minutes to get everything ready.
No, it should be okay.
Professional. You just put sugar in wine.
It's the Arabic way, huh?
How are you gonna defend yourself, Ahmed?
I won't.
I'm still gonna drink it, don't worry.
Давай попробуем прям много масло сделать.
Она, понимаешь, она просто не подхватывается.
Давай эти сковородки.
This is the finished pancake, the amazing Russian pancakes. Traditional Russian. We call it scrambled pancakes. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It tastes.
Yes, I can see it in his eye.
That is my version of Russian pancakes.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
How do they say usually the world is closed, the world is tight?
It's a small world.
Yeah, the world is small.
It's a small world.
I'm gonna teach English in half an hour.
No, I think in the world is small. You can also say that.
First he teaches me some English and then I go and teach some guys. But I earn money.
No, I'm bad at English. Don't listen. So tell me, Anya, what is there to do on Buddha's side for fun? Like, except going to maybe a museum.
You could also visit churches if you're religious enough.
Okay. Well, okay, let's say you do visit every single church. Like, what do you do after that?
Galleries,
Galleries,
museums,
museums. Okay.
famous sports,
Famous.
yeah. But still, I mean, if you're a party animal, then of course you should sometimes visit Pest.
Sometimes. Wait,
Yeah,
so
it's
does that
okay.
mean you can also party on the Buddha side?
You will be gone like in a week. So Pest
know.
will get even worse. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do that.
true. So my flight is on Wednesday. It is now Monday, and it's really, you know, I only have 2 days left, and I've been ignoring the fact forever. But now that's only 2 days left, it's starting to dawn on me. You know, starting to realize my Erasmus semester is over now, and I have to go back to Germany. I gotta have to be packing in about an hour, and it's been really good 5 months, but now it's coming to an end. It's so funny. All the chords are gone.
Could be. A lot of
Is the G gone?
oh, G is gone. G is supposed to be here.
Probably because you couldn't find the G spot.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, nice.
Yes, now it's.
The power adapter can definitely keep. Here's a pro tip I learned while packing last time. Pack your fragile, expensive stuff in socks. Best idea I've ever had. It is now 1 a.m. I just finished meeting with close friends here. I'm exhausted, and my landlord is gonna meet me at 8 a.m. tomorrow for the key handover. That's about in 7 hours. I still have to pack the last things, and then I'm going to bed. I came back to Germany feeling weird, like I changed a lot after that life-changing experience, but also not really. Like, I matured a bit, but you know, I don't really know. If you look in the mirror, you still look the exact same, okay, except maybe some gray hair and a couple pounds more, many pounds more, a bunch of pounds more. Look, it is all about the people. It's always all about the people. And that holds especially true during your Erasmus semester. I mean, the country's beautiful, but really what you're gonna miss is the people. I mean, you can live in a beautiful city like Budapest, New York, Paris, or Bielefeld. But I mean, if you're not gonna connect with anyone, you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, I mean, a lot of events and meetings, get organized by the university and everything, but it's really the people that the Erasmus, attracts that really make the difference. It's just like this openness and friendliness and this willingness to connect with each other that I think is something you will not experience anywhere else. I can guarantee you that. And that's kind of why it felt like a dream. It just all happened so fast, right? You're in a new country, a new city, with new people and new grocery stores. The grocery stores, they were pretty much the exact same. So yeah, everything's so open and friendly. And back in Germany, well, you're greeted with...
Hallo, das ist ein Fußgängerweg hier.
Moin, kann ich einmal eine Pommes-Schranke haben, bitte?
Nee, die Pommes gibt's in Verbindung mit der Wurst.
So, here's the thing. Things that happen quickly will go away just as quickly. The new cool people you meet, and this is gonna sting. Probably never gonna see them ever again, I mean, it's all romantic, to imagine having friends everywhere in the world. But the truth is, they're gonna go back to their lives just like you. And you probably will never see them again. Yeah, so the Russian girl I met in Budapest, we're getting married next week. Nah, just kidding. You're really only gonna stay in contact with like a select few. Guess how many people I still talk to? It's only like 46 of them. It's like 4. Of course, everyone's experience is gonna be different, just because you have a different personality is like a reason enough for it to be completely different. And you are gonna grow personality-wise, but don't expect too much, is what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, you'll walk away disappointed. And you really don't want to be disappointed by probably the best semester of your life. For me personally, I had a great experience that I'll look fondly after, occasionally. But it wasn't the miracle that I was hoping it to be. And you know what? It didn't need to. I had a really nice experience, and now, on to the next chapter of my life. Oh yeah, speaking of which, the next chapter of my life is going to be this. You may have noticed I'm in a different location right now, and that's because I forgot to film the last part of this video, so I had to refilm it somewhere else. Find out where that is in my next video. Like, subscribe, share, comment, what else is there? Follow me on... Actually don't. Just subscribe to my YouTube video and leave a like. That's enough. And oh yeah, click on my next video because that's going to be so interesting. You'll love that video, I know it. Alright, see you next video.